This is, as I said, probably a working progress for roughly 3 years. I've been stoning the Senates for a while, and I thought showcasing our downtown with the countdown, little Times Square in Utica, New York, and it went over extremely well. It was one of those moments that you could feel it. You don't even have to see it, you could feel it. And there has not been one person that has either been there or I've seen that saw it on TV says, you know, you got to do it next year. It seemed all just great. I think New Year's Eve is now the next tradition that people are looking forward to. It was a miracle on Genesee Street.
Happy New Year!
The mayor is correct. We have been talking about this for years and years and years. We thought our building project would get finished a little sooner than it did, but it just took a long time. And of course the product is, the end result is, we're very happy with it. It's as good as it possibly could have been. But let's just say the mayor and myself, we were hoping this party was going to get kicked off a couple years earlier, maybe even 3 years earlier. Anytime you have anything for the first time, you just don't know how it's going to go off. Is it going to be successful? Is it not going to be successful? And trying to do an outside event in upstate New York in the winter in a city, that's a little bit kind of unique, I would say. So we weren't sure what was going to happen, and then we got scared because we all got this text alert at 5 o'clock that said snow squall coming in. And then, you know, we're on with the WUTR guy, Tom Coyne, and he's like, okay, everybody, there could be thunder, but don't worry, this will pass. So he was good at keeping us calm.
I got a call from Barry Sinnott one day. He was starting to assemble a team of people, and he asked me to join his team to put the event on, help put the event on. And so I jumped on board. I really didn't struggle too much with Barry. I threw a number out there that I thought that he would be able to digest, and he did. And so I kept it within that budget, and we brought some great content into the street. Now that he sees where that budget went, I think that that will grow as well with the event. The satisfaction for me was, it was an honor. It was more than an honor to work on this event.
Happy New Year! Bank of Utica and
Barry's a good friend of ours, family-wise, and we do a lot of work together in the community. So when Barry came and approached me about taking part in the Bank of Utica New Year's Eve, it was like hands down, I'm like, whatever you need, Barry. And he always jokes he was getting together the Avengers team. So there were people that I was really interested in getting a chance to work with, like Gina Scampone, and Jay Sumner was in there as well. I haven't really worked closely on a project with him. So it was this great group of people that, just made this thing happen. I knew it would be big because it was such a novelty, and it's something that we've never done before. Like, who's shutting Genesee Street down and putting all of this, it was a big budget and just lots of great acts and lots of good things. Like, who was doing this besides Bank of Utica, So I knew it would be big, and I stood back and looked, and I'm like, yep, this is Utica, we did it.
Happy New Year! Let's make the deals!
So when Barry first came to me to ask me to be the host of the Bank of Utica New Year's Eve celebration, I was extremely honored and really excited because I feel like it really made Utica feel like a really exciting place to be. And I always feel like it's an exciting place to be, but to have a celebration like this on New Year's Eve, I think just really, it makes our city so special, which we are every day. But to have New Year's Eve downtown and really highlight all of the businesses, I was really excited and like I said, extremely honored. Well, I didn't really know what to expect going downtown that night. I was hoping that we would have a really good crowd, and it far exceeded my expectations. Everybody was busy, and it really was just an awesome time to be celebrating all the great things that make our city special. This event should be a mainstay in Utica, and I know that Barry and Tom and the bank and the mayor were already talking about next year. As a matter of fact, that night we were already talking about next year and different things that we can do and how we can make it even bigger and better. The hotels were all sold out, which was awesome for them, and you couldn't get a room down here. There's so much going on, and I just was so excited to be a part of a night that felt just really so celebratory and special, and highlighting our area was just so cool that night.
The mayor brought Times Square to Utica, New York. He made the deal. Bucks, what are we? Yeah. The best little city in America. That's right, man.
The anticipation was we thought it would be good. We didn't think it would be great. It was great. I mean, the people really made it. It was the energy that we saw just oozing from the people walking around that you realized As I told Barry and Megan and Gina, we were all walking around with grins on our face, and the grins were put there by the people and the outcome, and how people just loved what they saw and what they felt. A lot of hard work went into it, and the payoff was people celebrated a great evening in the city of Utica.
Happy New Year!
Up to this point, I like my New Year's Eves pretty quiet. I spend time at home with a little Chinese food, you know, but now it's a completely new tradition for me, and I hope it's going to be for a lot of people in the Utica area.
Everybody really pulled together. I was out on that street at 12 o'clock and we were there. We pulled together, we pulled it off, and you know, thank you to everybody for the cooperation. Because without everybody's cooperation, you can never pull something like this off with this magnitude. So thank you to everybody involved, and Happy New Year.
So we just want to thank everybody for coming out. It was a wonderful event. It's the community that made this event. Bank of Utica, we're here, we've been here since 1927. We're a community bank, and we're going to be here for a long time, like this event. This event was amazing, and we envision this event just kind of going off again. So we just want to thank everybody for coming out and look forward to seeing everybody next year.